There's a lot of excitement that builds when your country takes the pitch in the World Cup. The roar of the crowd, the hope of a nation. For millions, it's pure joy. But for too many women and children, that same excitement carries a quiet dread. The hours after a match, also known as the other kickoff, can turn celebration or disappointment into something far more dangerous. Now, this isn't about blaming football. The game doesn't create abusers. But major tournaments like the World Cup can act as a trigger, intensifying existing tensions in ways that leaves lasting scars. So today I just want to explore this, hear the human stories behind the numbers, understand the why, and focus on hope through action. Because knowledge paired with compassion can protect the homes that we return to after the final whistle. Now, domestic abuse touches lives everywhere. Globally, about 1 in 3 women experience physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. In the UK alone, millions are affected each year, with women and children bearing the brunt. What changes during the World Cup? Rigorous studies paint a very clear picture. The landmark 2014 research by Dr. Stuart Kirby and his colleagues at Lancaster University examined police data from a northwest England force across the 2002, 2006 and the 2010 tournaments. Using advanced statistical models on tens of thousands of incidents, they found a 26% increase in domestic abuse risk on days when England won or drew, a 38% increase when England lost, an 11% rise the following day regardless of the results. The pattern grew stronger with each successive tournament. A 2021 study from the London School of Economics and Warwick Business School dug deeper into over 427,000 cases in the West Midlands. They discovered these spikes were mostly in alcohol-related incidents, a 47% increase after England wins, with effects carrying into the next day. Non-alcohol cases didn't show the same jump. Now, these aren't isolated findings. Similar patterns appeared in Colombia during the 2014 and 2018 World Cups, with rises of 39 to 43% in violence against women medical exams on match day. Numbers matter, but the stories are what stay with us. Think of Sarah, which is a fake name for privacy. She's a survivor whose partner was usually controlled, but became explosive after matches. She said, the tension built from the first whistle. Win or lose, he'd come home wired. Alcohol fueling the anger. I learned to make myself small during tournaments. Campaigns like Solace Women's AIDS, their hashtag Stop It Coming Home, and Women's AIDS No More Years of Hurt amplify these realities. Survivors describe the dread of the final whistle, the disrupted routines, the fear when emotions run high in living rooms turned into makeshift stadiums. Children feel it too. During the 2018 World Cup, the NSPCC reported a 33% rise in helpline calls about domestic abuse and a 17% increase in kids needing counselling. Witnessing this leaves deep, invisible wounds, trauma that echoes into adulthood. These personal accounts humanize the data. The spike isn't abstract, it's late night arguments, escalating, fear silencing the cries for help, and families navigating the aftermath long after the tournament has ended. So why does this happen? It's really one thing. Football provides the stage, but underlying factors create the risk. Alcohol plays a huge role. Deeply intertwined with matchday culture, it lowers inhibitions and heightens emotions. The LSE study showed spikes tied specifically to alcohol-involved abuse, often peaking 8 to 10 hours later when fans return home. There's a lot of emotional highs and lows. Wins spark rowdy celebrations that can turn aggressive, and the losses brings frustration. These people gathering afterwards amplify the toxic norms around masculinity and dominance. We see this same energy spill into the public streets after these matches. After matches, win or lose, crowds sometimes pour onto the streets, destroying property, clashing with others, and behaving like rioters. These scenes of public disorder, captured in footage from various tournaments, reflect the same potent mix of heightened emotions and alcohol that can turn it inward behind closed doors at home. There's also financial stresses. A lot of people gamble and bet on matches, so losing, the financial pressure adds up. Importantly, these are triggers, not causes. Most fans enjoy responsibly. Pre-existing patterns of control and abuse is what escalates. This understanding shifts us from blame to prevention, recognizing warning signs and choosing different responses. The cost goes beyond immediate incidents. Strained services, healthcare burdens, lost work, and generational trauma. Yet awareness brings power. Survivors who speak out often highlight small acts of allyship. A friend checking in, knowing resources, or simply calling out unacceptable behavior. Enjoy the World Cup fully, but with eyes open. So what are some practical steps we can take? Plan responsibly, moderate your alcohol, and watch with supportive groups. Check on your loved ones. A simple, how are things at home, can make a huge difference. Support campaigns, share hashtags like Stop It Coming Home or any local equivalents. And know the resources. The UK National Domestic Abuse Helpline 0808 2000 247. It's 24/7. Sports unites us. Let's make sure that unity extends to safer homes. These are very uncomfortable truths, but they're so important to hear. If you're experiencing abuse, you're not alone. Please use one of the helplines, the charities. Please reach out today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to this very important topic. Like if you want, subscribe if you want, comment your thoughts below. Share this video. That's one of the most important things, is getting these numbers out there and making sure people know about this issue so more people can hopefully help. Because when we actually work together, we can make a difference. So yeah, thank you again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.